Hello Scorpio, and welcome to your October 2025 General Tarot Guidance with me, Julie Poole. Hello, welcome. It's tea and tarot time with Julie. Grab yourself a cup of tea, cup of coffee, put your feet up. We are here to nourish your life and feed your soul. And let's see what is going on for my beautiful people for October, and a very happy birthday for my early Scorpios at the end of October. We are going to be having a variety of cards because they're quite chatty at the moment, my lot upstairs. So let's see what's going on. We're going to start with the tarot. All the cards I use are linked below, along with the links to my books and website if you're interested. Okay. All right. This is the Tarot of Dreams. So what do we have for my Scorpios, please? I'm a Scorpio rising, so I'm always interested in the Scorpio reading. Let's see what we've got going on in October. Where are we at? Okie dokie. We've got the Three of Cups, the Page of Swords, the Four of Coins, the Two of Cups, the Five of Coins in the center of your reading. Right, we want to come out of that lack energy with the Seven of Wands, the Palace of Wands, the Magician, and the Devil. Okay, we've got some stuff going on here, Scorpio. All righty, we're going to sort it out though, my beautiful people. You've been feeling a bit stuck, a bit waiting on somebody else, feeling a bit powerless. Don't worry, we're going to fix it. What's your affirmation? What's the most appropriate affirmation for Scorpios, please, for October? Okay. I am energized, healthy, and full of vitality. Okay, so we're going to get in that energy mindset. I have all the energy that I need. Okay, that's from hoping to having. These are the everyday spirit guide affirmation cards. Okay, breathe, calm down, just be, all is good. Okay, right. Let's get your themes for the month. What's going on for Scorpio for October, please? Now, let me just add in here before we get any more cards. The month before your birthday for my Scorpio sons is always about, it's the last month before you go into a brand new year for your birthday. Your birthday is your New Year's Day, okay? So the lead up is kind of finishing things off, leaving things behind, you know, dotting your I's, crossing your T's, ready for birthday season where everything begins anew. And from the energy oracle, no, I beg your pardon, that's the wisdom of the oracle. This is the energy oracle. I like to tell you what the cards are because often I get comments saying, which card was that? What deck was that? So I like to tell you. Okay. Poised, that is poised for takeoff. You're getting ready. She hasn't taken off. It's not the new life card that comes after it, the new life starting. This is the I'm ready. I'm getting ready for my new life to start. And we've got the Magician in the mirror. And we've also got the Magician here, which I really like for you. Okay, let's get your animal theme. So this is your animal totem. What is the message from the animal oracle, please? From the animal oracle. We have lizard spirit, dream the world into being. You're being asked to hold the vision, to dream big. Don't dream small. Don't do the humble me. Do the dream big, okay? Dream the world into being. Number 38 is an 11. That's a master number. Mastery over yourself, your life, your future. So one of the things that can happen, I want to start with this card here, is that when we're going through a little bit of a kind of stuck space, holding like, oh, it's not, yeah, when we're in that, we can feel very drained, right? When something starts kicking off in terms of, oh, my new life's here, that energizes us. But I want you to try and really pull your attention into being energized now, right? Even though the new life isn't quite here yet, I feel here it's going to start really kicking off end of October into November. But this month of October is kind of recognizing what you're waiting for, what's in the way, and looking at how we can unblock what's in the way, and you hold your vision. All right, there's that Seven of Wands, holding your ground, hold your vision. breathe. So being energized, I want that to be your mantra. I am energized, healthy, and full of vitality. So if I am waiting on something, I can use this time while I'm waiting to really align my energy, my goals, my focus, myself. I can also use it to rest, recharge, rebalance, reboot. I can see the benefit in the waiting rather than pulling my hair out with frustration from the waiting. Now, I'm saying waiting, we haven't got the hanging man, we haven't got, kind of the patience card, but it just feels as if something here with the devil and the 5 of coins is saying, I want to get myself into a space of freedom, financial freedom, where I feel everything is flowing. I'm in this poised energy. I mean, look at her. She stood at the top of this plinth, right? Dancing. I energized, full of vitality is a number 48. That's a 3 in numerology. 3s are about growth and expansion. I'm ready. I'm poised for takeoff. I'm just waiting for that something to come through that's going to make it happen. Now, we've got the magician and the mirror. Now, the magician and the mirror is about you are the magic, you are the creator, you have that divine creative ability within you. But I want you to look in the mirror in terms of yourself, going within, self-reflection, that's what this is about, and saying, am I aligned with that which I want, or am I aligned with that which I don't want? And so this is a time, a Scorpio, you're ever so good at this, of doing that deep dive reflection, saying, where's my energy? Where's my focus? Do I believe this is coming and I'm aligned with that and I'm acting as if? Or am I in this struggle, poverty, lack mindset of, nobody loves me, nobody wants me, I'm a victim and this isn't working? Because it can't come while you're in this energy. And this is why I say, even if things are not where you want them to be right now, if you can shift that energy into, by sort of doing that self-reflection, saying, I know, I don't hope or wish, I know that it's on its way. And I know I can relax and breathe, calm down, just be, all is good, it's all unfolding exactly as it's meant to. When we can get into that mindset, we've changed the vibration, and that enables us to step into the energy of that which we do want, and we dream the world into being by using the magic, by using the, I know it's coming. All right, there's no hesitation, there's no, maybe, and I'll just stay in my little corner until it comes. No, I'm going to just breathe and I'm going to enjoy myself. So as we come into October, we've got the 3 of Cups with the 2 of Cups and the Palace of Wands. Now, the 3 of Cups is a celebration. It's a happy card. Feeling positive, feeling good. Why are we feeling good? Because I'm poised for takeoff. I've done my self-reflection. I'm dreaming my world into being, and I'm trusting that it's coming. Now, we've got the 2 of Cups, which is the card of love and connections and building, growing, the foundations of those connections. So perhaps we're waiting to connect with a job or a person or a home or ourself, that now we can start to really step into the celebration, act as if that it's already here. Okay, now it might not have shown up in your life right now, right at this precise moment, but if you just trust that it's around the corner and it's on its way, if you knew it was on its way, would you be stressing? Would you be in this space if you absolutely knew that the good stuff was on its way? If I said to you, I guarantee that the good stuff is coming in November, would you spend October in this space? Because the chances are you're going to say, no, of course not, because I can relax, because I know it's coming. That's the space I want you to get into. All right. Now, I can't guarantee it's on its way. And the reason I can't is because it's all about your vibration. If you're in this space, then you can keep it held back. It's like a dam, you think about how big that dam is that holds back the water. That's the dam. We've got to get out of this space and get into this flow and breathe and be energized. Do what you need to do to energize you. Go for a walk. I often find if I'm stuck in the house for days that my energy starts to get a bit flat, and I take myself out whether I go into the city or whether I go down by the water or just getting out of the house, sometimes just even going to the local supermarket. I will feel my energy lifting because I'm out and about and I'm moving and, I'm just focused on something else. So do what you need to do to get that energy moving, okay? Because the Palace of Wands is a place here, an environment where you're empowered, where you're in your power, where you are passionate, energized, enthusiastic. So what is a place for you that you can get that energy flowing? Okay, wherever you live, look at what is available to you, whether it's to go for a walk in a park or by a river or by the ocean or just walking in a field, walking wherever, whether it's, to go to a nice restaurant or coffee bar or see some friends. Go to a place, because the palaces are places where you can be in your power and passion and enthusiasm and energy. Right? You think about the energy that is created at a big festival where there's thousands of people all enjoying some kind of concert. The energy is phenomenal. It's just fantastic. What can you do to shift your energy like that? All right. So I want you to get out with your friends, celebrate, connect with yourself. That Two of Cups is love. And it can be love for another, and it can be getting out with your partner or your best friend, or it can just be you and your higher self, you and your inner self, connecting back to you. Because we want to shift this energy. This Five of Coins is a card of lack. It's victim. It's being left out in the cold and feeling unsupported and nobody's seeing me and nobody's noticing me. It's a 5, and 5s are about change. So any part of you that's feeling that, saying, right, I have an opportunity to recognize this and then say, so what am I going to do about it? What action am I going to take? So I'm going to have a word. Page of Swords is communication. It's the messenger with news and, that news coming through. And it may not be the news that you were wanting. Perhaps it's the news that you haven't got a job you went for, or you didn't get a contract you were hoping to sign for. And that can put you in that space. Well, let it put you there temporarily. Have a good cry and be disappointed, and that happens, and then we're going to shift into the magician energy, saying something better is coming, this or something better. So I trust that something better is coming. Now this news, Page of Swords, can be social media, it can be you doing some research and finding out and looking at other options, and then you're stepping into the magician energy to create magic. Right, so I'm here now creating that which I want to create. I'm going to hold my vision. Where are we? I'm going to dream the world into being. I'm going to focus on my energy being in the right place, because I do have enough with that Four of Coins. It is a card, all fours are about your foundations. The Four of Coins is about having enough money and security. Now, the downside with the Four of Coins is that, unless I absolutely guarantee there's more coming, I might be tempted to hold on tight to what I have. And that's a lack energy of not trusting that there's more where that's coming from. Now, we don't want to be frivolous and wasteful with our money, and I'm not suggesting that you do. But equally, we don't want to live like a miser in poverty. And it's saying, I have enough for now. I have enough for now and there's more coming, and that's good enough for me. I'm holding my ground and I'm holding my vision of my dream, my goal of what I want my life to be. Whether that is health, because we've got the health and vitality card here, whether that is love and loving connections, whether it's financial security, we're poised here because we're ready for something new. Those eclipses in September were clearing the decks, ready for the new energy to start really taking hold over the next 6 months. And that first month is October. So things are starting to shift. Now, for some of you, it might shift very quickly within a matter of days or weeks. But for others, this could be a slower process over the next 3 to 6 months. But we're saying we're poised and we're going to breathe and we're going to trust. And yes, that devil energy is there, which is saying, I'm stuck, I'm trapped, there's nothing I can do. The devil is our fears, our doubts, our insecurities. Is it coming? Are you sure? Am I going to get it? Am I not? As soon as those doubts come in, it weakens the position of the magician hugely, because if I'm in my power with that Palace of Wands, to be able to create with the magician anything I want, and then those doubts come up going, yeah, well, it won't work, and you're wasting your time, and you're just dreaming, and you're just being silly, just be realistic. All of those thoughts that come in our head, right? I want you to just tell the devil to do one. Yeah, just tell him to do one. I know it's coming. Yeah, okay, it's a bit hairy, scary, but I trust that my new life is here, and I'm allowing myself to step into the magic and the power that I have within me. Okay, and I'm not going to let this energy pull me down. I'm going to really be mindful of my own energy and vitality and focus on, I'm poised for my new life and I'm taking the action, but I need to look within at my own vibration. All right, this is all about the law of attraction. And if you don't understand that, and lots of people don't, my book, From Hoping to Having, the 3 R's, the blue one behind me, that explains how it all works and what you need to do. And it's all about that self-reflection with that magician of bringing the attention in and saying, what are my beliefs about myself? Do I feel I'm good enough and worthy, or do I feel like nobody wants me and nobody loves me? What are my beliefs about money? That it's a struggle, that I've got a bad relationship with money, then I'm going to keep perpetuating that. Can I shift that thinking? Can I do some homework? The Page of Swords is a little bit of a homework card. Go and watch some YouTube videos on abundance. Read a book. Doesn't have to be mine. Go and do a class or a course on how to take action on your finances or on getting the right job. It's what am I doing about it? Do that self-reflection and notice when those fears come up. That book, Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway. We can't always go into something with 1,000% confidence. But if we can say, okay, there will be doubts and fears there, but I will manage them. I won't batter them. I won't kick them out. I will gently, lovingly reassure those doubts and fears, the same as I would with my best friend or a child that, somebody I love dearly. If they said, I'm really scared, I don't think it's going to work, you would encourage them. It's going to be okay. You've got this. So say that to yourself. Okay, let's find out some more. I'm going to use the Tarot Royale to clarify. Tell me more for Scorpio. What's all this about, this 5 of coins for my Scorpios? Let's find out some more. We've got the Sun coming out with the 6 of Swords and the Empress. See, that's lovely. All right, so to get yourself out of that 5 of coins energy, there's the 6 of Swords. You are able to move on from this. The 6 of Swords is the moving on card. Now, it's bookended by the Sun and the Empress, 2 of the most abundant cards in the deck. Okay, so the Empress is Venus-led, abundance, prosperity, beauty, everything. Find the beauty in life. See the beauty in yourself and in your world. Shine the light on what isn't working, and then you can work towards solutions and fixes, because it is time for you to move away from this 5 of coins. It's time for you to be seen, to be recognized, and to move towards the most beautiful life in the most beautiful way. The Sun is there to light your way. The Sun is the positivity, lights your way. So tell me some more. How can we overcome this devil energy, please? What can we do about this devil energy? 7 of Swords, have a strategy. Knight of Swords, take action. King of Wands, stand in your power. So what can we do about the devil? The 7 of Swords, a card of deceit, deception, a card of strategy and plans. Find the easy way, not the hard way. So the devil is there with your fears and your doubts. So let's acknowledge it. And then we're going to come up with a plan and say how much of these fears are actually lies based on the past of what didn't work before. Yeah, but I'm not in the past, I'm in now. And I perhaps didn't have the skills or the tools or the energy before, but I have now, right? So a lot of those doubts and fears are based on lies. So they can go, Okay, and then the ones that are remaining, perhaps not so much confidence or not high worth. What's my strategy? How can I build my confidence? How can I build my self-worth? I'm going to take some action on that. The Knight of Swords is the fastest knight in the deck. And this is all about communication and logic and getting online, emails, phone calls, research, learning. Do what you need to do, because you are ready, Scorpio, to step into the King of Wands energy, which is you very much in your power, successful, strong, the opposite to that Five of Pentacles, of feeling invisible. Everybody sees the King of Wands because he's so powerful, dynamic, determined. He doesn't give up. He keeps pushing through. So there isn't a doubt in his head, the King of Wands. He's the king and he's Wands power. He doesn't have doubts. But doubts can be, as they come up, they are predominantly from the past. So we can say, well, is that relevant for my now and for my future? Not really. So they can go. All right. So we're stepping in our power. Let's find out where this is going then. Tell me about the future then for Scorpio. What's the outcome? We can see their concerns. What's the outcome? The High Priestess, trust your intuition. Four of Swords, take a step back, have some rest and recharge, and then step into this energy of the Hermit, which is about self. What do I need? What do I want? Meditation, contemplation. The Hermit and the Magician and the Mirror are very similar energies. The Hermit goes into, that's his light, that's his star, lighting his way. So he's noticing his light. He's noticing how bright he shines. He's noticing what path he wants to walk. And then he's going into that reflection to see if he is a mirror and match with that which he wants. So this mirror reflection is really important. Am I aligned with that which I want? Am I acting as if? Am I already a vibrational match to it? Can I trust my intuition? Now, when we're in that stress energy, we don't tend to hear our intuition because our stress drowns it out. So if we can take a step back, rest, retreat, meditate, contemplate, just take a whole step back from it, and then we can come back into it fresh after we've breathed and energized ourselves to be able to listen to that intuition that is then guiding us forward. So, you know, sometimes you just can't see the wood for the trees, yeah? Take a step back, look at it from the bigger picture, look at it from more of a long-term perspective rather than instant, need it now, and say, this too shall pass. So Temperance is coming in. The balance, the moderation, the harmony. This is also a card of patience. We're just allowing. We're getting into the flow. We're getting into the flow. At the bottom of the deck, Two of Swords, don't have all the answers right now, but I'm going to trust that my rebirth is coming. My new life is on its way. We've got the Judgment card there, the rising up from the ashes. There, the Poise card is I'm ready for my new life, and here is the new life. This rebirth is coming. Your new life is just round the corner. Get into the energy now that it's on its way and trust that all is well. Okay? Let's see what the angels and unicorns want to add. This is the Oracle of the Angels. And we're going to have a couple of unicorn cards as well for Scorpios, please, for October. The eternal light of love and fulfillment. You are on your way to have this beautiful energy, this beautiful lightness and brightness from a place of love, from a place of true essence of who you really are. When you remember who you are and you remember your light, you start to step into I am creator. I am divine. I am beautiful. You get in that energy and you start to feel this fulfillment rising within you, which opens the door for you to move into even greater fulfillment. So let's see what the unicorns want to add as a final message for my Scorpios. You've got this, you know. Number 8, open to abundance. Believe you deserve. Accept plenty and prosperity. Open to abundance. Believe you deserve. Accept plenty and prosperity. Everything about this reading is saying we get it, we understand. There's doubts and there's fears and there's struggle and there's lack. But don't allow that to overwhelm you and drown you, because you start to lose sight of who you are and the power that you have. So breathe, pull yourself up, because abundance and prosperity and plenty are literally around the corner. All right, my beautiful Scorpios, that is what I have for you for October 2025. I hope it was helpful. I'm going to pop up here the playlist for Scorpio. As on there is all the videos I've done this year for Scorpio, including your 2025. And they're just asking that, they're saying, get them to watch your annual reading to see where it's at and where it said you was going to be by the end of the year, because we've got 3 months to go, October, November, December, and let's see how it's playing out. I think that will help you. So just click on that next, watch that, and then pull the whole thing together. I'll also put the playlist up for all of October's general. You might want to watch your other placements, particularly your sun and rising. Okay. All right, my beautiful Scorpios, have an amazing month. I'll be back mid-month with your money and career, and I'm here every Friday with the weekly collective reading as well. So I'll see you then. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for letting me read for you. You have an amazing day. Lots of love. Bye-bye.